our Customer Insights segment, please join me in welcoming Ms. Asiya Memon, Quality Head at Saifee Hospital, Mumbai. She will be presenting her perspectives on Advantage SAILrt. We deeply appreciate her presence today and her effort in traveling from Mumbai to attend Synapse. Thank you. A little bit about Ms. Asiya Memon. With expertise in quality systems and accreditation, she is on the front lines of technology adoption. Her role involves ensuring that new technologies like AI tools integrate seamlessly while maintaining the highest standards of quality and patient safety. She offers a crucial perspective on practical day-to-day AI implementation of Sukraa's flagship product, SAILrt. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Myself Asiya. I'm working at Saifee Hospital, Mumbai. Saifee Hospital is a tertiary care multi-speciality hospital located in south of Mumbai. I'm extremely honored by Team Sukraa, not only for inviting me today for the Synapse, but also for their journey with Saifee Hospital. As I'm a laboratory-oriented person, I will explore the area which is normally not looked upon. In a hospital, in a pathology, it is just the doctors, the pathologists, the patients, and the reports. Between all this, there is a huge group of technicians which play a very crucial role. I am extremely proud to represent the technician or the technical management fraternity anywhere, not only in India, across the globe. Our association with Sukraa started as we were looking up for something which was a little more beyond the routine working. Exploring many products, we came up to Sukraa SAILrt. As all the esteemed personalities, directors, people working with Sukraa have already explained what is Sukraa SAILrt. So I would not like to go into the depth because it is their baby. I will pick up from the area which I have actually worked upon to implement this product, understand this product, and to make my fellow technicians comfortable using this product. SAILrt has been designed as per CLSI NABL guidelines, so we are sure about the product, we are sure about the data which it not only implements but it throws up in the form of reports. Okay, so my journey very proudly starts from a phlebotomist to a pathologist. From the moment a patient comes, the confidence with which the patient delivers a blood sample at your center, your laboratory, your hospital ensures that they have faith in you. As my teacher rightly said, that each tube is not a blood sample or blood component, it is a life. If it is my sample, it is my life. If it is patient sample, it is patient's life. The day we get this ethos in our minds, we will work with commitment, considering all the aspects that the report which is delivered is to the right patient, right quality, right time. So once the blood sample is collected, it is accessioned, it enters into the system. With the new concept of AI and automated analyzers, it feels that machine does everything. No, it's not very true. Machine aids us, AI empowers us, and the technician delivers us. The analyzers will run the data is captured and transferred to the software. That data, the accuracy and the frequency with which the data is transferred into the software, I can tell you I've been working with this software since past 8 months and it is fabulous. Even before the technician could actually take the printout from the analyzer, the data is already into the system. That is the speed with which it works. The other thing which we found very useful was triaging of the results. What happens when we get a product at our home? We unpack it, we study it, and then we understand the usage of the product. But the triaging system over here is so quick and so fast that before we can actually run through the result, it's already done for you. I will show you the next slide. This is the main screen. The triaging is done on the basis of interference, critical results, abnormal, delta check, and CDS. For a preliminary technician, it is very important that the sample which has any form of interference like hyperbilirubinemia, icteric sample, lipemic sample, hemolyzed sample, these samples should not be processed. So this is the first window where your sample gets a halt. There are many automated analyzers who do the HIL flagging in the system, but that data is limited to the system itself. It does not come out to the end user. It will block your assay, but for what reason? It requires another software or another medium of interpretation. Whereas for a technician who has joined your lab 10 days before, this helps in understanding the samples directly. With this, it means that there is ease of operation, understanding, and interpretation. Now I'll go back to my previous slide. As I told you, the other thing is it categorizes the samples. If the sample is loaded for a stat purpose and if it has a critical alert means it requires utmost attention not only at laboratory but across all areas in the hospital where immediate care and concern can be given to the patient. So this has a mechanism of critical alert flagging where your data will be brought to the notice of the technician, the pathologist, and the pathologist in turn can transfer the information within a minimum period of time to the doctors. There is a smooth, uninterrupted journey of sample from phlebotomist, processing, and pathologist. So SAIL is a medium which gels from two ends. It gels from the phlebotomist till the pathologist. Now there will be a question, where is phlebotomist? If a patient's blood sample is not collected properly, it will lead to hemolysis. This is a way back training which is taken back to the phlebotomist that the type of sample to be collected is very important. This slide is mainly with the highlights of the SAILrt. It receives the results, it analyzes. If there are tests to rerun, reorder, further going into dilutions, it will help us to understand the science, and in the end, it will transfer the results. The gates, as I have told you, there are 5 gates. Critical gate for life-threatening values, interference gate for system sample flagging, abnormal gate outside the reference range, delta check which helps to compare. Earlier when the system was not there, we used to go back to the HMS, we used to track back the history. If at all required, we used to call for outside reports. But now this has made our life so easy that on the same screen, you can actually see the last test which was done along with the date and time, so we can relate the process. One more thing which I have recently discovered, the system does a delta check. And on the delta check, it is giving a percentage of delta check. As we all had a question, how much percentage is acceptable? That is for us yet to explore, but we have found the new feature. So it is a constant updating and upgrading software. It simplifies the data navigation, ensures no critical information is missed out. So these are the windows. My favorite ones are the interference, critical, abnormal, scary ones, delta check we don't have to do, and CDS for the big heads, the pathologists and the clinicians. Interference gate, I have already told you that this is the primary window where it helps for all the samples to be screened. I can say this is a screening window where all the data is first screened, the sample integrity is ensured, and then it is taken for processing. It helps the laboratory to prevent errors in form of these unacceptable values being reported in patient's report. Many times it may so happen that the load is so high, the doctor is waiting for a report, the patient will rush in, we want it quick, we want it urgent. Being human personality as technicians, we may overlook these small things. But in a long way, this cannot be termed as small because this will eventually lead you to deliver erroneous results. This is an example of the interference gate where you can clearly see the results. For example, this is the screen where the data is displayed at the technician level. It doesn't go beyond this. So this is the patient ID, the demographics of the patient, a whole listing of the test. It may work in terms of a single patient or a multiple patient. We do have an option for selecting from and to. These are the test names and these are the values. Now if you will see that these values show a flagging in form of a question mark and an invalid numerical result. These are the previous results and this is the current result. This is a clear indication that there is a sample which is not accurate and which has to be recollected, reviewed before the report is given to the patient. Most importance in a hospital based setup. I'm not very much familiar with the laboratory based setup, but definitely for hospital based setup, because patients are at different levels in a hospital. Some patient may be in a normal ward, but because of the parameter change, it needs an immediate shifting to a highest care ward, maybe an ICU or an emergency department. So the earlier we flag the critical values, within a minimum time, the patient will be given the best of cares. Critical value reporting is a mandate in NABH guidelines, NABL guidelines, and also in your routine laboratory QMS documentation with the members who are reporting the critical value, who is taking action, what is the action. It goes into a detailed analysis whenever there is an audit. This is an example of the critical values with the reports which you can see are flagged in red, and the beauty of the system is that for everything there is a different color code. So it immediately catches your eye that this needs an urgent attention, this can go through, this can be on hold. Abnormal gate where the results are below or above the biological reference range or the ranges which you have validated within your system. It may be a book range, it may be a manufacturer's range, or it may be a developed range as per your own population. So this is about the now. If you see, one thing about the abnormal gate can be that if a sample is processed at different machines like hematology, biochemistry, immunology, all the results can be seen in one window, which means that if a doctor has to sign out an abnormal report, they clearly have in mind what is the picture even without seeing the patient or without seeing the history of the patient. This is the delta check gate. This is the comparison which is done between the previous result and the current result. The flag which is marked as arrow in red color will indicate whether it falls within the acceptable limits of a delta check or it is not within the acceptable limits of the delta check. Now, CDS. CDS is an area which we are yet to explore because CDS has different types of algorithms. Sukraa has designed algorithms for the ease of operation and for the understanding of the reports. Now, CDS gates, it provides a differential diagnosis framework, which means what? At times, a patient may come up to a doctor with a set signs and symptoms. The doctor, upon his expertise, will help us to find that this could be his probable expectations. But actually, when you perform laboratory tests, the decision may change depending on the findings which will come up. I'm sure many of the people in the medical fraternity will definitely agree to this. A patient who's coming in for an orthopedic surgery may turn out to be hypercalcemia, which the Doctor cannot see the patient and tell, but the laboratory reports will definitely tell. So this is a very important gate because it helps to take advisory notes, a clear communication between the pathologist and the doctor, and the pathologist can help to reach a definite diagnosis with the patient and the clinicians. In turn, the patient may benefit more with the help of this gate. This, it's like the differential diagnosis would help you to know what is the case of the patient. For example, if a fasting glucose is 162, PP is 246, it may not be known to patient that he is moving towards being a diabetic patient. In a simple test like a combination, then comes the glycosylated hemoglobin and series of tests as a confirmation. These are some examples. Auto verification, one of our favorites. What happens earlier when we used to run, we had to review 100% of the data, all the results. But now this can be a blessing to the laboratory fraternity where major of your workload is being auto verified. Initially when we got this, we were also a little skeptical. How is it working? Is it actually working, or it is something that we need to adapt? But we manually verified the reports which were running through this gate, and to our surprise, it attained 100% of accuracy. So Saifee Hospital has achieved an auto verification percentage of about 75%, including in the departments of biochemistry, immunology, hematology, currently where the SAILrt application is being installed. However, we are exploring more departments to get under the bracket of SAILrt. This is the actual data from our laboratory. As I told you, there is a color coded mechanism whereby it helps the person or the operator to identify the areas which need more attention or which can be auto taken care by the auto verification due to the AI which has been inbuilt in it. It helps in perform dilution, rerunning of tests, checking sample integrity, and reviewing the analyzer flags. This helps us to attain more accuracy and minimal errors in laboratory. Now, we had two concepts in our hospital. First, the HMS was different and the LIS of Sukraa is different. So we integrated both, and because of the superb integration, the system is a seamless workflow system. Similarly, we had a group of analyzers in different departments, some in hematology, some in biochemistry, all from different companies. And the integration has been taking care of more than about 10 instruments which have been under the bracket of SAILrt. Because of the multi-integration, the viewers can review results from all sections and all analyzers simultaneously. It provides complete visibility of all parameters. Earlier, it used to be the doctor will order for CBC, then the iron profile, then the ferritin, but now everything is there on the same platform so that we can release the reports with confidence and more clearly. It improves correlation and speeds up the authorization workflow. Most importantly, it reduces screen switching, it reduces manual result mapping, and also all the tests are performed within a specified time period. Otherwise, some will go in batch, some will go in routine. So, then the doctor has to wait till everything comes up. But because of this, things are very fast and very accurate. It enhances accuracy and reduces errors. I have been telling again and again. It provides a cross-platform result comparison instantly. And also it minimizes data entry mistakes, thereby leading to standardization and enhancing the quality of your report, because the number of callbacks of your report indicates that the system needs to be tightened, staff needs to be trained, though you may have the best of equipment. This is the one thing which my team is enjoying, because as per NABL, as per NABH, and as per routine protocols, every technician does not have to just come and load the sample. they have to perform n number of tasks before, after, daily, weekly, monthly. Now, because of the help of auto verification, system standardization, each of the technician can spare some hours to complete the other things in time on day-to-day basis, which gives them the ease so that they do their other tasks without coming under any pressure. Also, the system is so friendly that delegation of tasks can move at a very smooth and seamless way. This helps a technician, to check more on QC aspects. They can inform the doctors much earlier than what we used to do before. They can maintain their logs very well, and they can update their records timely. We started a study with LPEX just a few weeks before, and a management personality was also present, our director, our laboratory director, myself, and the team. To our surprise, there were areas which we deal with them every day and 24/7. But this was like a third eye view which helped us to focus on the areas where we can improvise the workflow just by few adjustment, few modulations, and few processes which are very simple to adapt. This helps to identify the underutilized resources, bottlenecks, manpower distribution gaps. It aids in a continuous improvement and strategic planning in laboratory. Like for an every assessment, they will ask, what is your plan? What do you like to improve in your laboratory? So with a visionary input, we can definitely put forth, we can set a goal for our laboratory that in next these many weeks or these many months, we would like to implement this process and give a better output. Continuous learning and skill enhancement. For us, AI is definitely new. We would like to learn more from AI. Definitely, AI will have lots and lots to share with laboratory personalities, and we will move ahead in terms of our learning. It encourages analytical thinking and enhances understanding of correlations. Combines AI intelligence, human experience, improving diagnostic confidence. It promotes upskilling and strengthens competency over and over. Now, the favorite tool for everybody is ChatGPT, because it does not allow your brain to think more than the capacity and the knowledge which ChatGPT has. But with AI in science, it will not only take over your mind, but it will trigger your mind to think better and hold hands with AI to move forward. This I have already discussed, that we have a third party HMS and we have integrated the LIMS and following by the SAIL. Excellent customer support. One thing which I would like to give a fair opinion, that Sukraa team, when they came to our hospital, both the teams were new, Saifee team and Sukraa team. We had our own apprehensions, and the team might have had their own apprehensions, but the journey which we started with a dedicated team of the members, 24/7 support, and there was not one, but there were multiple software engineers, developers, implementation executive, all present on site. Our lab is very much far from Chennai, but in spite of the distance, they made it possible. To the level that today my technicians feel more confident in dealing directly with the Sukraa team rather than my own laboratory management. The team has inbuilt confidence not only for the product, also they have delivered the product in such a way that it is a part of our day-to-day functioning. One day if the software is not working, if the AI is not operating, Sukraa gets a call first and we get a call second. So we are very proud. So there is an integration and a dedicated commitment from the team. The team focuses on understanding. One thing I want to say is that they came up with a template which may have been designed for many customers. But when they brought to our lab, we had our own thoughts, our own processes. And they not only gave a hearing, but they saw to it that wherever it was possible for ease of operation, they have done the customization to that level. A small example which I can say is earlier we were printing pre-printed worksheets for many tests, but now with the integration of software and the understanding, we are getting printed sheets directly. What happens is, it is so easy that once you save the request, the worksheet is printed and the technician is ready to handle the data with the worksheet in front of the machine. So the customization has gone to that level. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Asiya Memon. That was really wonderful. Thank you for all your appreciations of the SAIL product. I request Dr. Suresh, consultant clinical chemist, Gleneagles Hospital, to come forward and honor Ms. Asiya Memon, please. Please cheer for Ms. Asiya. She has not only traveled from Mumbai for this session, but she's also demonstrating that she's at the technical forefront of adopting AI tools in a large setting of hospital, high volume hospital, I should say. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Suresh.
Heartfelt gratitude. I would like to mention few names which have helped us through this journey till now and who will take us ahead, because there are a whole lot of things which there is in our mind. Similarly, it will be in the mind of Sukraa team also, because this is a constant journey. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Ananthan sir for his confidence, which he told that this will be done. Second thing, Mr. Sridhar sir, then we had an interaction with Mr. Ananthraman sir, which is not there, but he was the man who came and he told me, you have to be assured that Sukraa will be delivered. So day in, day out, we really miss sir. Sivan sir, who is my mentor and associated with Saifee Hospital for introducing Sukraa to Saifee Hospital. Then we had a team of dedicated professional, entire Sukraa team. We have new members joining in. There were some members who have already left and some members who are still a part of the team. Very much fortunate to work with Dr. Satish sir, because all my queries, all my problems, all the technical thoughts which are in mind, he makes it so easy for me to just put it on the table and he says we will pick it up. So thank you team.